Okay, this is review for the verb test. What I would like you to do is take out your sheet of paper, and all you have to do is write the answers or the conjugated verb. You don't have to write what I have on the screen, you have to write what your answer is. So take a look at the first one. What you have to do is you have to conjugate the verb and then write what it means in English. So before you pause this, just look at an example for number 1, which is yo cerrar. So what you have to do is you have to conjugate it in cierro, and then you have to put I close. If it's in the third person, I would also try to be specific with the use. So what I'd like you to do now is I would like you to pause it, do number 2 through 10, and then come back and check your answers. Okay, now that you're back, here are your answers. If you have any questions, feel free to circle them so that I can answer them before the test tomorrow. With the use, be very careful to specify which you you're talking about. For example, Okay, for example, in the to form, this is the you familiar singular, as well as vosotros is you all Spain, or you could also call this you all familiar, or you plural familiar. Okay, the next section, all you have to do is conjugate to Spanish. I would try to do all the ones that you know first and conjugate them, and then check your sheet for the ones that the ones that you don't know. Okay, pause it and do this activity. Okay, now that we're back, here are the answers. Make sure that you put the subject pronouns. For example, it says she buys, it's ella. Don't just put compra. The only ones that you really are ellos. Okay, it's they. It's not ustedes. Ustedes is you. For the third person, you need to put the subject pronoun. For the él, ella, usted, ustedes, ellos, ellas, you need to put the pronoun. For the other forms, it's optional. Remember, we have stem changers here, but outside of the boot, they don't stem change. For example, querer or dormir and vosotros. Inside of the boot, they do change. Okay, next section. Again, conjugate the verb and also write what it means in English. Pause it, do it, and then check your answers. You have to write this down. This is a homework assignment that I am going to check, so you need to make sure you write this down on a sheet of paper to show me tomorrow in class. Okay, here are the answers. Okay, pay special attention to the use. Okay. 2 is familiar. You're talking to your friend. You would use their first name, singular. And then usted, formal, singular. Okay, somebody you would call Mr., Miss, or Doctor. And then vosotros is used in Spain, you all Spain. Or again, you could say you plural familiar. And then ustedes is the plural formal. Okay, this next one, you have to translate these verbs. I actually did the first one for you, so pause it and then check your answers. Again, with the third person, you have to have these, and on the test as well, you have to have the ella, ellos, usted, ustedes for the third person. If you want, just put the pronoun for all of them. And then the last activity, you have to fill in the blank and conjugate the verb. So pause it and then check your answers. Okay, there are the answers. Bring this to school tomorrow, and before the test, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Okay, hasta mañana.